Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, don't forget you're watching, you're downloading the app to send any money anywhere. Don't forget to connect with Top Connect. Okay, before we move on, let me tell you a bit, because sending money has always been a hassle. So we always find a way to send money safely, as well as economically sound and easy way of sending money. You don't want no hassle. Life has already been hassled in this part of the world. Anywhere at this time, life is very, very hustle. It's a hustle to live life nowadays. It's not as before. So try to find any little way, any way life can be easy on yourself. Please do so. Download Top Connect when you're sending money. Okay. So guys, good morning. I also got an email from my bank to transfer any balance I owe on another credit card to their credit card, and I get 9 months free interest. You see, take it, take the deal. 9 months, no interest. Take the deal. I'm gonna take the deal. I just need time to do that. If I owe any money somewhere, if I owe any money at a different bank, they're telling me transfer those money you owe. So I owe, let's say $200. Instead of me paying $2 on the $200, they said don't pay the $2, keep the $2. I'll buy my coffee every morning for the next couple months. Now I've just saved myself the coffee money. Listen, so take the deal. Any deal is good. Joshua, good morning. Good morning to you. Let's get on with getting prepared to apply for a visa. Getting prepared. In order for you to be prepared, today we're just going to talk about preparation. Let me just tell you a story before I go on. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also to share the video as we go along. But let me tell you something, okay? Some history is only thing a man has. As a man, we have no nature. Good morning, Aho. Is it Aho Ben? The only thing a man has is a history. I got some of the comments says, Madam, please speak English. Not all of us speak Tree. So I'm going to try to go slowly for those who does not really are not into English as much. I'm going to speak my African English. Do you understand? I'm going to speak my African English to explain to you how to Jakpa. Is it Jakpa? Did I spell it right? Or Jakpa? Which one is it? So share the video as we go along. How do you get prepared? But let me tell you some story, a history about yourself that you may not know. I'm not going to say that you don't know. I don't know who is watching me. So I'm going to be mindful of people who are watching, and also those of you who also know the history. You know, as a black person, we've gone through a lot. A black person suffers everywhere. Yesterday, I said something. The world is a leading force of an entity that likes to make decisions for everything, including anything that they themselves uses to run. So the world hates two people. This world, it doesn't like black people. The world does not like poverty. The world does not like poverty and a black man. But the world feeds on to poverty and also get their strength from a black man. The world only runs because of poverty. Poverty was created. Poverty, it is a creation for black man. Listen to me and listen to me very well. So before you Jakpa, tune your mind onto something that I really want you to be brave in and to master in as a black man, a black person. I want you to tune your mind onto some information, because information is the key. When you lose this information, good morning, Nep Nep. I am doing beautifully well. Owusu, thank you. So the world hates two people, poverty and black man. The world created poverty for black man because the world needs the black man to survive. But the world also created enmity, like a hate between black man and poverty. Guess what? The world love, and also what they do, they love seeing black man and poverty fighting. So if a black man has any sense, you see, the reason why the Western world is progressing and has developed to a vast, listen, the Western world and Africa, the distance between them is so long, so far. Do you know the reason? The Western world is the world, and it actually studies everything that its enemy. It studies it. It learns it. It actually dissects information about their enemy. The only thing the Western does is learning about their enemy. Black man refuse to learn about their enemy, and therefore black man always ends up loving their enemy and also dining with them, and in the end black man always loses and lasts in anything. But if a black man will take time to learn about poverty, how do you become friends with poverty, your enemy? The Western world has learned to sit at the same table with their enemy and make them feel as if they love them. Black man need to learn about poverty and learn what poverty don't like. Learn what poverty likes in order for them to conquer poverty. So two people the world don't like them to be together is a black man and poverty. And the world has created enemy between poverty and a black man. So if you study it so well, if you know the moves of your enemy, if you know the steps of your enemy, then you get to strategize how to overcome your enemy. And then you get to know when your enemy is closer to you, you get to know what to let them in or how to let them out or how to deal with them. That is one thing a black man does not have. Patience. Patience. Humility. We don't have it. But I understand also because of what we've gone through. Because once upon a time, a black man was chained and was silenced by a plate, a metal plate. I'm gonna get into how to Jakpa preparation. Don't worry. A black man have patience in a class. Have patience. Have patience for yourself. The only time you have as a gift is the time. The only thing, a gift to man is time. How to use that time so it benefits you. How to take advantage of time. The essence of time is the gift and the monuments, and also that is the best talent you can have is to how to overcome and how to manage your time, how to understand time, how to know an event within time, how to spot and know the character of time, how to know what is going on. That is what black man don't know. Because once upon a time, a black man was taken away from the world, separated from the world, was cut off from the world, silenced by plate, chained, unable to do anything, enslaved in their own homes. Once upon a time, a black man was eaten by animal on their way to be slaughtered. Women who will menstruate, menstruation will be pouring, blood will be gushing and will be draining on their legs because they are on their way on a journey of point of no return. In your own home, a castle built in your own home, dungeons where your people were placed and cut off from this world, giving them a point of no return. So I understand our challenges as we are learning how to get out of, how to free ourselves from point of no return. So this is my message to you this morning. How do you cut yourself off? How to get Jakpa? How to leave yourself? How to get yourself out of that chain is what we are talking about. My brother, my sister, how do you get yourself prepared? You want to leave your country? You want to explore another thing? How do you get yourself? You need to see yourself in that place. First of all, you need to have a vision. What is your vision? Because people come in and they get lost in transition. They get lost. They come, a situation that is supposed to be permanent, a temporary becomes permanent. So people are in this country lost. They are lost. People have Jakpa. The people are here. They are lost. They didn't envision themselves here. You need to envision yourself here. You need to have preparation. You need to have information. You need to get yourself prepared. How do you get yourself prepared? What are you coming as? Are you coming as akokunu, opete, or what? A jiramoa, akoko? Are you coming as a chicken, a goat, an eagle? Are you coming as a dog? Are you coming as what? What are you coming as? You need to get yourself prepared mentally. You need to have that mental practice, understanding. You need to find yourself in that place where you want to get back to. In order for you to understand, when you finally get there, you can recognize the place you're at. Some of you don't recognize where they are. Some of you don't know where you are. You know, a visa is now being given to a lot of students. Some of you are lost in transition. Find yourself. You need to envision yourself in this place. First of all, what do you need to come? What do you need? Information. What do you need to come? What are you coming as? As a student? Are you coming as a visitor to see and spot the place, like those people were sent to go and spy on the land to see and to study? They didn't just move in, no. They sent people to go there first. When God promised them a land, remember that anything, everything is not new under the sun. All things has happened before. So don't ignore history. A man has no nature. The only thing a man has is a history. The only thing a man has is a history. You have no nature. Without history, you are lost. Wouldn't baby a free. So wouldn't you see yet? You are lost. You're gonna eat the same in Katenkwaya and you go die from whatever killed your mama. You need to know what killed, what disease, what illness, what is in the family. You need to know. That is a history. That is a history. That is why in this country they ask you, what is your health history? A gentleman moved to Canada, and the brother died at the age of 31. Another brother died at the age of 29. Between 30 31, they keep dying. And when something hit him, all of a sudden he went to the hospital, and they asked him, what is your family like? What do you know anything that your parent with this country? They ask about parent. The brother did not know what killed the father or the mother or any in the family, but he knew what actually killed the brother, a sister, other two sisters, and other people. He knew exactly what killed them, so he knew how they died, and he told the hospital right here, and they realized that is gonna kill you if we don't treat it right now. In fact, as soon as he finished speaking, the doctor contacted the specialists, other people, a group of doctors came together, and they realized the condition he has. It is hereditary. It is a hereditary. Hey, bro, I just swallowed the word. I just swallowed the word inside my mouth. I swallowed the word. You understand? So it is one of those diseases that are in the family, and he lives today because they realize it is in the family, and that is what can kill him too. So they saved his life because he knew the history. So you need the history in all things. Do you understand? So you need to know what has happened. You want to come here and spy. Just look at it. Just see, feel Canada, feel US, feel someplace. If you come with information, it helps you a lot. So when you are coming, I just finished speaking to someone who wants to come. Information, he got it. If he uses it, good for him. If he doesn't, tune up. Me down me part. Do you understand? So you need to know, are you coming as a visitor, as a tourist visa? Yesterday, I gave a hint about how to come as a tourist. Many of you, every African is a business owner. We are all entrepreneurs. You people are entrepreneur. You are into an entrepreneurship. The only thing is the classism. The classism actually makes some people feel as if they are not worth it. But your business is worth registering. It doesn't matter how much money you have in a business. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? As long as you have a history of transactions, and in your bank, you can tell there are money in people's business, but the money may not necessarily be liquidified because it's inside the business. As long as your business still exists and you can see, they can see transaction, you purchases, you've purchased this and that. That's your business. Register it. So are you coming as a tourist? Are you coming as a family sponsorship member of a class of sponsorship? Are you coming as a business partner in Canada? Because there's also a visa that grants you a stay in this country if you can find some companies who needs investors and you invest in them. You invest with them. They can also, you can be invited, you come over here, and let's say you decide to stay because of a certain area you are specializing, they can give you a PR. Because some of these companies, if you have money, but then let's say one machines or the operational, the business operation, you wants to be part of it, that company can give you a job offer. And you can stay because you are an employer. Are you also coming as just someone who is marrying somebody? You found love? All these people, you need preparation. Even if you are coming with your paper in your hands. Some people are here with their paper in their hands and they are still lost. So how do you get prepared? If you're a student, let's go through the student one. If you're a student, you need your previous education papers. your papers, your certification, your diploma, your whatever. Okay, if you have Ghana for PhD, and I have degree. Some Ghanaians a lot of degrees, so the country is full of degrees. So no workers. The country is full of degrees, so there are no workers in the country. When you have too many educated people in one place, that is what happens. So if you're a student, let me tell you what you need yourself to be prepared with. I just learned that a high school student who is SHS can apply and get admission to school in Canada. Some people just did. They are here right now. SHS certificate. They didn't have any other certificate except for SHS. So that one, yes, your certification and also some financial statement you can show. For SHS, I don't know whether because it's a high school student, so they didn't bother themselves asking them for financial statement or whatever it is, how they were going to pay. I'm not really sure who actually, but it is worth trying. Just try it. Apply it. Find a school. I'm going to list down schools in Canada that you can apply to. Guys, university is expensive. College is less expensive. But Canada has so much for so many qualities that is in you already. Okay, so all you need is to finish 1 year of your study. You can now transfer your study into something lesser load of work in school and do much of your things with job. Because once you get a visa, now they give you work permit. You can work 9 to 10 if you want to. In the morning if you want to sleep at your job and do your homework, you can even look at some of the courses you can do online, okay, when you are in the country. Remember, let me tell you something. Some schools, if you don't show up, remember they can put they can pull your work permit. Okay, they can pull your work permit. They can actually pull it. Okay, they can pull it. So you need to really communicate with the school and find out how you can work. They can pull your work permit. Guys, I've seen some schools do it. So you need to work with the school. Okay, give me 1 second. Hey, Eddie. Yeah? Hi, can I have a medium hot chocolate, please?
Medium, sorry?
Sorry. Medium hot chocolate?
Yeah?
That's it.
It comes with cream, is that okay?
I'm sorry?
It comes with cream, is that okay?
No cream. No cream. I don't want a cream.
Alright, 503, I'll see you in the window.
Thank you. Okay, so that is where, as a student, get yourself, at least get the admission letter, apply for the school. If you want to come because you have your own business, okay, you have your own business. I always say open an account. Since it's been 2 years since I said that, so if I'm not really sure, you need to open a bank account. You need to have things in your name. Everything must be in your name. If anybody gives you money, start building an account in Ghana, in wherever you are. Start building your account. If you're coming as an independent, Canada now understood. They've understood that as a student, not every parent, you see, they work with data. Canada works with data. They collect data a lot. So they realize that a lot of people, students who comes here may not necessarily have the support from their parent. They understand. Hi, how much was it?
It's 503, 505.
And that is why they are given the work permit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. They understood that not everybody can be supported. That is why they started giving the work permit, because it used to be only 20 hours. Okay? Before COVID, it was only 20 hours. Students were not able to work off campus. They were supposed to only, thank you. They were only working on campus. So you see how rapidly things has changed. You need to be aware of why it has changed, because they recognize the fact that international students are coming here and sometimes they are not able to pay the fee because of the limitation on the hours they were given to them by the immigration of Canada. But because also they didn't care, but because Canada started losing employers, there were a lot of jobs they needed people to occupy. So where is the best place to occupy, where is the best place to tap into by the Canadians? Are the students. So they realize international students are coming with a lot of, special qualifications, but they were not giving them opportunity to work. So the Canadian immigration, with the job market, okay, they realize the only place they can fill some of these jobs are, you see the car loading those people. Hey, well, there's a car loading people. So much people in this country, it's not funny. So many immigrants. A lot of them are from Chile and the Spanish countries. They are coming as a refugee. They are coming to work. But with us, we are not coming to work. We are educated. We can speak English. So there's a huge advantage in the job market for people from Africa. Some of these countries, the people are in this country, not even one word of English. Not even one word of English. The Ukraine, the Chileans, the Hawaiian, they don't speak English. So the advantage for Ghanaians are English is our first and second language that anybody can blah 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 in. So that is the advantage. Okay, so when Canada saw some of these jobs can be, filled by the students, they started now giving students unlimited hours to work. As long as you can finish your education, that is a good thing. So finish your education and you can start to work. So there's an advantage. But do not let anybody actually take your money and telling you, I will get this one for you, I'll do the, no, you can do the same thing. It is very easy process. Okay, you have more time than some of us in this country to go through the process yourselves and just know which applications to do, what to load. It is so simple. I just finished doing it for somebody. It's very, very simple. I've offered to do one person. It is simple. The only thing is it's time consuming, and what you have to do is keep checking your the immigration portal. When you open the immigration an account with immigration, now you have access to apply for this, you have access to apply for that. You're a student, get those papers ready, your admission letter. To apply for schools in Canada, it is the easiest thing. I understand the process with the visa, but applying for school is very easy. Okay, so get list of schools. Remember, don't go to all these private schools like there's a lot of private schools. It's expensive. It's much more expensive than the public schools. Okay, than the community schools. It is much more expensive, but after you finish with your private school, you cannot get a permanent residence. That doesn't the pathway to maintain and also to stay in a country is to come to a community colleges or universities. Okay, so for some of you who don't know, a lot of people has got themselves into the private schools, The private schools don't even, it's like a corner store, and then the upstairs is the school, and you have somebody who don't speak English properly teaching you some course you may not, and your English is a problem. So how do you then understand someone whose English is not clear? And those schools are open a lot by other immigrants like yourselves. So be careful which schools you're applying for. You need community schools in Canada in order for you to do that. So that is one thing. As a student, if you're coming as an independent person, that is even easier. You're a pastor and you want to come to Canada. I see many people on social media who can apply for visa themselves, but yet they are in Ghana because they get to I don't know, dupe people on the internet saying they are pastors and all those things. I see a lot of people on social media who can actually apply, but I don't know. People give them money and they don't put the money in a bank account. They spend it. But if you really know what record keeping is, you are going to keep your money in a bank account, and what you do is you keep your records. Keep your records clean, give yourself 6 months and get yourself a good record to show to the immigration. This is why you're coming. Do yourself a favor to Google activities in Canada, and that is how you know Canada. When they ask you anything, how the immigration officer is going to ask you two things: where are you going? How long are you going for? So where are you going? How long are you going for? How long are you going for? And where are you going? So where are you going? What are you going to say if you don't know where you're going? How long are you going for? And some people make mistake buying one-way ticket. Don't buy one-way ticket. And if you can go back and then come back again. If you can, do not default on your visa. You are ruining so many chances for other people, okay? A lot of people are ruining a lot of chances for other people. First of all, you're going to get denied. Canada is not one of those countries you can buy a paper. You cannot hide in the country. There's so many things you can have access to. There's so many things you cannot have access to. If you don't have a number called SIN number, social insurance number, there's so many things you don't have access to. The bank has so much money for you. In Yanamo, there's so much you can do. You can open your own business if you don't want to work for people. So you need a pathway that eventually lands you with a social insurance number. Social insurance numbers are a number that identifies you and gives you opportunity to work in a country. So you need the pathway. Pathway is how you can get to that destination. That's a pathway. So if you're coming as a self-employed and you are a tourist, you are just coming to tour, do not default on your visa. If you're a student, don't default. You are going to ruin a chance for somebody else. Don't come here as a student and change and default and don't go to school. And then they are collecting data on Ghanaians. How many Nigerians are doing very well? How many Ghanaians comes with student visa and don't get to go to school? They have data of that. They have data. But now they realize, of course, they need people to work. So that's fine. But keep in mind, the conversation is changing in the system. Because of housing crisis, they are also talking about maybe they need to look at the amount of people they have accepted as students. So they are looking at, should they cap student visa? Okay? Because student visa has been issued between 2020 and 2023. Over 400,000 visas instead of 40-something thousand. That's a huge, that's a lot of numbers. So Chinese are coming, Indians are coming, wherever, around the whole world are coming. They don't default on their visa. They do any work and go to school. They also pack themselves. They have many houses. Their people have many houses, so they get renting so easy. To get the Ghanaians who are in this country are finding it very difficult getting accommodation. Why? Because back in the days when houses was cheap, Ghanaian did not buy a house. Ghanaian took the money. That was when Kufuor came and manipulated people that Ghana is going so well. Manipulated people to think that Ghana is so. Ghanaians took money and brought it to Ghana and built all kinds of funadaka in Ghana. They built all kinds of houses that are now vacant. So many people lost their money from left and right in this part of the world. The Ghanaians, they didn't buy the houses. But look at the Chinese. They came in. Look. Someone who is many people I'm registering at the school right now has already bought a house. Immigrants. So what did they come with the Ukrainians? How did they so that means they came with money. Hello, Akwasi. That means they came with money. So my brothers and my sister, if you have a car in Ghana, sell it if you want to. The minute you get your visa, sell anything you have, come with money. It gives you that peace of mind and that security to do what you want to do. But when you don't come with money, hope is a substance of what you are yet to see. Is it a substance of what you are yet to see? But yet it will come to pass. Hope, is near. I want to like what you've cast your eyes upon something. Your mind must be on something. You get energy through that. What you have. Good morning, Lawrence. So the only thing you can get yourself confident, and for you to come here is to come with a little money. You don't come here, bubro, sir. Hey, borrow money, take a loan. Whatever you want to do, borrow it and bring it here. Because let me tell you something. As long as you are willing to work in this country, you never go broke. Even people who don't work are not broke. People who don't work are not broke. Okay? There are people on disability income. There are people who are also on welfare, and they can do menial job. So back in 2000 when Kufuor came, people thought Ghana, I don't know, but they lost all that money because they built all those things, but Ghana did not do well in international business. Like, we didn't really attract international people. So people come to Ghana. The country has nothing to offer to people like myself. Okay, many people lost money. I know a gentleman who took amount of money to for gas station. Their own gas station, the neighbor would send people to rob him. Another guy who went and did farming, over $100,000. The farming one day just got burned. Many people, farm, so there's no safety net in Ghana for businesses. When Mr. and Mrs. Johnson visits a Ghanaian business owner, they go broke in one day. But here, when Mr. and Mrs. Johnson visits you, there are insurances, there are so many benefits that can also, it's a safety net in this country. Okay, so you come with information. First is information. First is your safety net, the money, the little money you have. You can come and see the country, but you don't want your name to be ruined. Some people come, they open a bank account. Cheap Ghanaians. They open a bank account. The first thing the bank will give you as a student, they will give you overdraft, about $300. You see Ghana man who has not been given $300 for, they think it's free. Ghana for only free, Nyama. So that's why the government promised free stuff. And then they take the free stuff and you are left with nothing. So no freebie. There's no freebie here. There's an investment in you. So you invest in your dignity, your loyalty, how diligent you are. It's not free. You need a character trait. You need to be a personality. That's where your personality comes in. They gave you $300 an overdraft. It's not your money. They are just giving you a safety net that in case you don't have $300 in your bank, you can use it, but you pay them back. Free. Hey, a Ghana man will go and take that $300 and just Jakpa. Hey, so that is one thing this country. So let's say in this country, one good thing, they give you $300, you use it, you pay. you go to a restaurant, you use $20, and then you put in $50. Your money, so your $300 now balances itself. Now your money, your bank account becomes plus, not minus. But when your bank account goes minus, you have $300 there. You will see Ghana man go using the only $300. But let's say you use the $300, you give it back to them. Do you know how much you get? They will now write to you and say, you are pre-approved for 4,000, 8,000, 10,000. They gave me just $7,000, 800 though. A bank just gave me 7,800. By the time I realized that I am at $15,000, it is huge in this country. The money is there. They said, come and use some, pay us back later. I'm being offered right now to transfer any money I owe into my current one of my account, and interest 9 months. I don't have to pay interest for free. Canadians are crying over 5% interest. You Ghanaians, 50-something%. 50-something% too. So there's a huge difference when you come here with a right mind. Right mind. Free stuff when they're killing killed. Free stuff. So the right mindset earns you billionaire. You can become a millionaire in just no time if you have the right mind. If you have the right mind. So you need to come. When you are coming, don't come with a corrupt mindset in this country. This country has machines that detect corruptions. Your name. I'm telling you, some people cannot step a foot in Canada. Some people, they got the opportunity just like that. They ruined it. So you need to come with a proper mindset. If you're coming, make sure your name is your name. Your date of birth is your date of birth. Some people are also suffering because whoever did the papers did whatever. But once you are in, you are in. Don't be confused. Get somebody to explain things to you proper. Get yourself in a proper company. Because there are people here who are corrupt more than you. Those people visit Ghana frequently. They visit Ghana frequently. They love to take advantage of the system. They come there all the time. Their mindset is totally different. The money they can be making in this country, they are not making it. Why? Because they are corrupt. And when your mind is corrupt, your body becomes corrupt. Okay? Your body becomes corrupt. So that is one thing. Okay? Come with, in the meantime, I want you to come with some hobby. Come with a hobby. What are some of the hobbies? Like something you can do with your hands. Can you cook? If you can cook, there are people busy at work who want someone to cook for them. You can do it from home. Can you do hair? As a man, can you landscape? You see those beautiful houses? They want somebody to come and do a landscape for them. We have so many Ghanaians who has a shipping yard. We have so many Ghanaians who has driving a transportation company. They want drivers. My friend wants a driver. $800 a week. Who can drive? Can a student? Who are the students here? We need somebody to go to Barrie, Ontario and work. A cleaning job. Who can go? We need a student. If you can go, you live in Canada, you are in Toronto, you can Barrie, Ontario. If your school is around that area, call me. There's a job waiting for people to do. Cleaning. Cleaning, oh. Oga. So you have to come ready as someone who is liberated from slavery. You are not a slave. We've been enslaved, not a slave. So you need to come as someone who is free, not as a slave. You cannot be a slave. So come as a slave. If you come as a slave, then you'll be slave forever. Don't come like a Ghanaian slave. So these are some of the things. Okay, as a forklift driver, yes, that's a gift you have. That is a quality, some qualification. Come with some qualifications. You can't just say I am a way. I see Ghanaians doing. Is it somebody said banking? Banking is not a qualification. They can teach anybody. They can teach anybody for transactions. So I'm on for me do it. So I'm at work right now. I just arrived. We are going to continue this. How to Jakpa? Easy Jakpa. Let me tell you something. Those Ghanaians, Ghana is going to become butu. So if you want to leave now. I'm telling you, because guess what is going to happen? Guess what is going to happen? Whether we change government or not, it's not going to take John Dramani Mahama 4 years to change Ghana. The people, MPP has ruined Ghana heavily. Afena mo ba bete ne kankan pa. Omo free one na mo bete ne kankan. Se si ano Ghana for don't know how much damage it has caused Ghanaians. A lot of things has been done. You people don't know. Everything is ruined. Ghana is ruined. So if you think you are going to get some honorable who is going to steal something for you, you are lost. There are no honorable going to steal nothing. The honorable is broke. These people are looking to exit the country safely. They are looking for that. Why Jean Mensa is trying her best to aggravate Ghanaians. Nayan kasa omo peye kunyan. Hey, I'm for. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.